Welcome to the Exposure Trade-off game, where we explore the fundamentals of exposure in photography. Exposure refers to the amount of light that reaches your camera's sensor, determining how bright or dark your image appears. Achieving the perfect exposure involves balancing three key settings: aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Aperture controls the size of the lens opening, shutter speed determines how long the sensor is exposed to light, and ISO adjusts the sensor's sensitivity. Each setting influences the final image in unique ways, and changing one often requires adjusting the others to maintain proper exposure. Understanding how these elements interact is essential for capturing well-lit, visually appealing photographs. Here's a quick quiz to test your photography knowledge. If you want to achieve a shallow depth of field in your photos, which setting should you adjust? Is it a faster shutter speed or a higher ISO? Take a moment to think about which option will help you create that beautifully blurred background effect. Consider how each setting influences the overall look of your image. Make your choice, and let's see if you're on the right track. As you make your selection, immediate feedback is given to help you understand the reasoning behind each option. For example, choosing a faster shutter speed reduces the amount of light that reaches the sensor, which can affect exposure but does not directly impact depth of field. On the other hand, increasing the ISO makes the sensor more sensitive to light, allowing for brighter images in low light conditions, but may introduce more noise. Each explanation clarifies how these settings interact and guides you toward the correct answer, ensuring that your learning is both effective and engaging. The exposure triangle consists of three fundamental elements: aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Each of these settings controls a different aspect of how light interacts with your camera sensor. Adjusting one will inevitably affect the others, requiring a careful balance to achieve the desired exposure. For example, increasing the aperture lets in more light, but you may need to use a faster shutter speed or lower ISO to prevent overexposure. Similarly, raising the ISO makes the sensor more sensitive, but can introduce noise if not balanced with the other settings. Understanding this relationship is crucial, as highlighted in the quiz, to consistently capture well-exposed photographs. Exploring exposure settings firsthand is one of the most effective ways to deepen your understanding of photography. By adjusting shutter speed, aperture, and ISO, you can see how each element influences the final image. Experimenting with different combinations will reveal the unique trade-offs between brightness, motion blur, and depth of field. As you practice, you'll develop a sense for which settings work best in various lighting conditions and creative scenarios. Embrace the process of trial and error, and let your curiosity guide you. Over time, these experiences will help you master exposure and enhance your photographic skills.